And there's something I want to say to my clients, both at the national and county government levels. When you're signing contracts for constructions or for projects, ensure there is an exit clause for the government entity signing that project. Honorable Governor, ensure that every contract you enter into, you have an exit clause that protects the county government, that protects the citizens. Because when you don't have that, and the contractors start playing monkey business with the construction, then you have no value for money, and you spend 6 years with a building that is not complete. What saved us as the Office of the Auditor General is that we had an exit clause, and we followed the law in ensuring that we exited or would now be in court. And when my team said, now at least we are free of the contractor who was not delivering and was taking us around, can we go back to the market? I said, no, I'm not ready for that. Let us give it to those who are known to deliver with precision. And that is where PS Mariro came in. And within 6 months, this office is complete. As you did the tour, you saw the teams are already in, and the work is progressing. Thank you, and I appreciate. And I hope as you deliver more for this country, you will also ensure that you have controls that protect you, so that you do not take on projects that have not been exited properly, and you start now being sued on your own behalf while you are assisting county governments or other public sector entities in completing their reports. Ensure that you do due diligence like you did for this project. Because what PS Mariro and his team is not telling you, they gave me a warning. If they find that building not structurally sound, they will just send me a message the following day that they brought it down. And I almost backtracked on the agreement to give it to them. Can you imagine this building coming down when you thought you were just waiting for it to be finalized? So my message is that even as we blame ministries, departments, agencies, and counties for stalled projects or delayed projects, we must ensure that the legal teams within those MDAs, within those counties, protect the people by looking at the clauses that are put in those contracts so that there's always an exit clause. Then you are able to move on, finalize the project, and we minimize this wastage of resources in having stalled projects or delayed delivery of projects. The internal auditors can support management in the implementation of audit recommendations from my office, from the County Assembly, and from the Senate. Implementation of audit recommendations is one of the critical enablers of efficient, effective, and sustainable development. We started tracking and reporting on implementation of recommendations made by Parliament on the audit reports. We analyzed the status of implementation of recommendations made by the Public Accounts Committee in their 2020-2021 financial year report, and the 24th Public Investment Committee report adopted on 7th June 2022. These tracking reports seek to further improve on the follow-up of the implementation of recommendations by providing Parliament and management with an objective review on how the accounting officers have addressed the recommendations emanating from audit reports. I must say it was quite disappointing that the results indicated that 79% of audit recommendations were not fully implemented. That's dismal performance. Only 21% has been implemented. And this shows public entities have yet to take implementation of audit recommendations seriously. Yet it is through the implementation that the public can benefit from effective service delivery, and there can be improved transparency, accountability, and good governance. And with implementation of recommendations, we will be, this will enable us build stronger systems, deliver better services, and most importantly, sustain the trust of citizens, because we need the trust of citizens for public sector entities to operate efficiently. It is the surest way to ensure that public funds translate into better health services, quality education, improved infrastructure, and dignify the lives of our people.